All right, guys, thank you for joining me today. We've got Tony Jackson from Ability 360, and Josh Blount from Sac Valley Flames. We're going to be talking to them today about their championship matchup from the Founders Cup last year. Guys, thanks for coming in.
Thanks. Thanks for having us here.
And then Josh, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So let's talk about this game. It was a great game. I actually called this one with my teammate Nathan, and so it was a great game to watch. So you guys played, your first game of the tournament early on against each other, right?
It was the first
And
game.
right, and then Josh, you played them first, and now you see them last. How does that change? Like, are you thinking, okay, we got this, we beat them before, or like, did you guys have any different tactics that you changed up, knowing that playing a team a second time in a tournament is always tough?
Not really, because we felt like we were being pretty stiff throughout the tournament after winning every pool play game. We thought just play our normal game and we'll see if we can win this.
Sure. And Tony, coming from the opposite side where you guys lost the first matchup, how does that change your mindset when you say, hey, like, we got another shot at these guys and it's for all the marbles?
Right. So after playing that first match, I knew we had to make adjustments. So for those of you that don't know, I am also the coach of our team too. So after the match, I believe the score was 4-1 at the end of that game. Josh, correct me if I'm wrong. But I knew after that we had to make adjustments because um to be completely honest, Josh gave us huge fits in that first game, and he was just taking the ball and dragging us around, and there was really nothing that our players could do to stop him from moving the ball down the floor. And so the second game, I knew we had to make an adjustment, and I really like once we got to the championship game, I told everybody we had to pass more. And we had to keep the ball moving to keep it out of his hands because we knew if we got into another fight where he was just dragging us up and down the floor, we weren't going to win.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, let's look at this game again. Josh, do you have like a memorable moment from this game for yourself?
Um, well, more of that we were doing pretty well. I was the beginning. We initially had a play where we were very close to scoring, and it felt pretty good to. That was probably the highlight of the game.
All right, and Tony, what about for you?
Um, I think for us, I remember the beginning of the game, they really hammered us hard. And they, as Josh said, came really close to scoring. So, that was definitely a boost. But for me, once we really went up 2-0, that really kind of set it in motion for me that, okay, our game plan is working. Let's just keep pounding and see if we can win this out. And honestly, I didn't think we were going to end up winning the game the way we did because of the way we had finished the first game. So I was a little surprised at the end. But again, once we scored that second goal, I felt really good about our chances to pull it out.
Yeah, and um, you know, it's one of those things, Josh. A loss can really, teach you a lot of things. And so, even if it was a loss, what did your team take out of it? That you could view in positive and kind of, help yourselves next time you get into a championship game or next time you play against, Tony's team or whatever.
Possibly, we take out of it that we could maybe have a change in tactics and not just and adjust to the different games, even though we played them earlier. But the championship games is a lot different.
Yeah, absolutely. And Tony, obviously you guys won, but how do you keep your team from, not getting complacent, not getting comfortable where they're at?
Yeah, I try to work on that every game, whether we win or lose, because even just outside of the national tournament during the season, we play the same teams because we're all from the same region. So it's hard sometimes to keep that motivation and keep that drive going. And I just try to remind everybody that we're working towards a goal, right? We're working towards going to the championship. Like when we resume again next season, our goal is obviously to be in the championship game in the President's Conference, perhaps against Sac Valley Flames again. and to earn promotion to the Champions Conference. That's the goal every year, right? Until we hit the Premier Conference. And then when we get there, winning the top spot is the goal. But until then, I hope that getting to the championship game and earning promotion is a great motivator for my teammates.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks, guys. This is an exciting game. You know, it was nice to get both your guys' perspectives on it, and I hope everybody enjoys this game.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.